Ready for some more horror? Yes, I am too, guys. B Junior here from Endurance Productions Movie Reviews. Going to do a little horror movie review for you this evening. I got another one here, guys, that, okay, I'll say it like this. I approached this movie because, honestly, I've never seen this movie until I went and found it in a bargain bin. I said, oh, what the heck, I'll grab it, I'll take it home, view it. I'll do a review on it. If I don't like it, I'll take it and turn it in for trade credit at my local used movie store. This is a movie that I've always talked about with folks, and I wanted to get everybody's lowdown on before I saw it, because it has to do with exorcism. Let me just say before I get into this, I've never been real big on exorcism or exorcist movies. Okay, I've watched the classics. I've watched Exorcist trilogy, all those movies, the prequel to it recently and all that. But I gotta say, it's just not my cup of tea, guys. It's like rape scenes in the movies. I just don't dig on them for some reason. It's just not what I like to watch. But as a movie reviewer, I'm trying to be good at it, and if I get requests to do it, I try to do it as much. I try to respond to the request to the masses there. The movie, without further delay, is The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I think you can see that pretty good. Oh, there it is. It's the special edition widescreen unrated version. I picked it up for, I think, $4 at the local Walmart, so it wasn't that. I figured if it was really stinky, I'd just take it and turn it in for trade credit, and I wouldn't lose much money on it. This is a movie that, after talking with a lot of my YouTube buddies, a lot of friends at work, here and there, that have said the camps have always been totally divided down the middle, basically. And what I mean by that is, either most folks that I talk to either really, really like this movie, or they absolutely, positively hate it, and they don't want you to watch it. That's the way people approach this one for some odd reason. So I thought, why am I waiting so long to see this one? I mean, heck, it's probably been out for at least 2 years to my knowledge, 2 or 3 years maybe, and I've never watched it. In true fashion, sat in the dark the other night, put it in the surround sound system, and just sat down, and while the wife was at school, took in a screening of The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Another one, based on a true story, guys. Remember, based on a true story. It's where they take in little bits and pieces from real life events or things that might have happened, and then they tailor it and give it a Hollywood spin, and then you have a movie. The Exorcism of Emily Rose was interesting. I gotta say, I'll go ahead and tell you, all in all, I'm not going to keep this movie because it's not my cup of tea with exorcism type things. It's just something I just don't really like to watch over and over again. I can watch slashers and Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I can watch those over and over and over again. But exorcism movies, I've just never been one to just sit down and watch them over and over again. It's kind of like watching a suspense thriller where you don't know who the killer was or who done it till the very end. Well, it keeps you in suspense and you had a really good time watching it, but then after you know who the killer is, and it's just kind of like, well, I don't really want to watch this anymore. I'm not going to watch it over and over again. Such is the case with Emily Rose. The movie was decent. You can tell there was some money behind the production value of this movie. The story centers around, of course, the title character, Emily Rose, who's a teenage girl that goes off to college, but then is basically possessed by demonic forces, and then they have to get a priest to come in and do an exorcism on her, but then it turns into, it's mainly told in flashbacks from the courtroom scenes that are going on, off and on throughout the whole movie, which is both a pro and both a con to the movie. Me, I'm a sucker for courtroom dramas. A Few Good Men, excellent movie. Emily Rose, the main part I liked about this movie was the courtroom drama centering around the story of Emily Rose. The exorcism parts, guys, I've seen them all before. I mean, I've seen them done, not necessarily better in other movies, but I've seen it all before. Okay, I've seen those contorting bodies and all that stuff, and the moaning and all that. But I like the courtroom parts of this movie. The other pros to the movie that I enjoyed was sound effects. Soundtrack on this movie is very good. It's very excellent. It's tweaked out pretty good on a 5:1 surround sound. The other things, some special effects were kind of goofy. I didn't really think they were great. They didn't really take their time doing them real good. Other special effects I thought were very effectively done, like the darkened out eyes on the children that pass by her and stuff, the visions that she has, things of that nature. I thought they were done, pretty decent in most cases. all in all, not a bad movie. I would say see it once, draw your own conclusions before adding it to the collection. I wouldn't say it's the best horror movie out there by far. And plus, I don't dig on it, so I'm kind of slightly biased in this review. I don't really dig on exorcism movies, but in true reviewer fashion, I gave it its dues. Directed by Scott Derrickson. It stars Laura Linney from the Mothman Prophecies, which it did recently. Tom Wilkinson, Jennifer Carpenter, Mary Beth Hurt. Just to name some of the people that's in it. It's got a really decent cast, I would say. Decent actors, good name actors in it. It's an anamorphic widescreen, 240:1, the skinnier widescreen. English 5:1 Dolby Digital surround sound mix. It's 122 minutes. I think if they would have shaved off probably about 15 good minutes, I think it would have probably had an easier running time. It just wouldn't have felt so lengthy at that point. This is the unrated version. Honestly, guys, I don't know what the difference is between the R-rated theatrical version and the unrated version. So, but nowadays, like I've said in other prior videos, unrated, quote unquote, nowadays isn't what it was in the 80s and even into the early 90s. It's not the same thing. Unrated nowadays, a lot of times, is just a way of selling more movies. I mean, you got to just say it. I'm just going to say it. They'll make a PG-13 movie. I don't know. I think this one was R-rated at the movies, but in most cases, they'll make a PG-13, what they like to call a slasher nowadays at the movies, a watered-down slasher or a watered-down horror movie. Slap unrated on it, put it on your video shelf, and then people are supposed to run out and buy it. And like automatons that we are, most of us will go out and buy it, and that's why they keep the unrated thing going. But there again, not a bad movie. I would say watch it at least once if you're an exorcism type movie, like buff. There, watch it if you want to. Draw your own conclusions. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you guys think on this one, guys. I'm kind of torn. I don't think I'm going to keep it. It's going to go to the old used movie bookstore there. Let me know what you guys think. Drop the comments below, and I shall return soon. Take care, guys.